Hello and welcome to the BA Sales Chemical Holistic Healthcare and Ada's Animal Product video. And I'm your host, Grandpa Bill, and today I'm going to talk about turmeric in this product video, and specifically Mike Adams, the Health Rangers turmeric that's available at adasanimalproducts.com and her direct affiliate page to the Mike Adams Health store. So we're having a 33% off sale on a six-pack of organic turmeric gold, as well as other available sizes. This is a super spice extract. It's not only my number one choice as a client, as a customer, as a consumer, and as an affiliate of Mike Adams, this product, and Clean Foods, but it's also his number one choice as a scientist as he tests all these programs at his CWC lab that I've been talking about extensively over at my Blog Talk radio shows and at my blogs at my three websites to include adasanimalproducts.com. So, as you probably know, Mike himself has been on a mission to not only learn about the most safe and effective ways to improve his own health, but also help us and our loved ones do the same thing over pretty much the last decade, but certainly the last 5 years. That's the real motive behind the Health Ranger store. One substance that he's been researching for years is known as turmeric. And it's a truly unique spice that has been labeled the king of all spices and has even been called the next vitamin D. The Health Ranger's Organic Turmeric Gold is a breakthrough liquid turmeric formula. It's certified organic and extracted with non-GMO alcohol and vegetable glycerin. It contains purified water that's free of fluoride and other contaminants. It contains absolutely no GMOs, fillers, additives, or artificial sweeteners, and it has almost zero heavy metals. Mike's CWC lab also made sure that it's vegan and made with kosher certified ingredients so that everyone can enjoy it, to include, hopefully, your children, as we've been talking about Ada's Healthy Lunchbox program, to include tourmaline spring water, which I've been talking about a lot in these healthy foods by Mike Adams. So this turmeric is packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, including vitamin C, vitamin B1, B2, B3, calcium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and phytonutrients. So when you combine those with my chemical powders and the earth and clays, tourmaline water, and these clean foods, they're all synergistic with each other. So you're accentuating, especially in the case of the kelp, by getting the trace minerals, you really have a really powerful tonic, elixirs, and truly the cleanest foods in the world, verified through an ISO lab, CWC labs. I would ask you to go back to my product videos in my Blog Talk radio show, which I've been talking about the test that I did independently on the tourmaline spring water and how Mike, the analysis reports break down in those videos. So the turmeric, being one of his many powdered products, and other, how he has an inventory of like 700 products. The survivalist audience knows all about Mike Adams and the products. So it's turmeric specifically. He made sure that it's vegan and made it with kosher certified ingredients that everyone can enjoy, as he does with all of his products. So it's packed with all of those essential vitamins, and they work synergistically with all my other entourage of products to allow you to have a really good, healthy choices, high efficacy, and very competitively priced, especially when you avail yourself the opportunity to use these affiliate programs, the special sales, my customer rewards and incentive programs, for auto ship programs, my BA Sales 5025 customer rewards virtual voucher program, and you can really get into percentiles of like 70% savings if you do direct ordering and all these combinations that I've also been talking about on the show. So staying focused on the lunchbox program, which I've been talking about over the last few shows, this is a superlative item to try to get your kids conditioned to for a number of reasons, but even first thing in the morning when you combine it with the tourmaline water and the healthy earthen clays. You heard Michael King from Vitality Herbs and Clay on my blog talk show a couple of weeks ago live. And very, very soon I'll have Seth Brzezinski from Tourmaline Water on, and we'll address all these situations. So my point being, you're hearing it from the videos that are in my video library from a scientist and the creator of most of these products, and certainly the researcher for all of them, Mike Adams, in an ISO lab. You're hearing it from an intuitive, Michael King, longtime proprietor, innovative, creator of all the earthen clays, and my business relationship with him. You've heard me talk a lot about Dr. Lee, who has varieties of kelp products himself with his business partner, documents all of these products, who's a doctor, who has research going on as we speak at the City of Hope Cancer Research Facility in Los Angeles. And then myself, who is not a practitioner. I do the standard disclaimer, nothing cures anything. The body can cure itself if you give it the opportunity to do so. I go from what I've personally experienced. I've tried well over 90% of the products that I blog about, talk about, do shows about, show you in the videos. And certainly in one case, my advocacy for tourmaline water, when it was Summit Spring Water, which it still is under a different premise, as I've talked about, and as it became tourmaline water since I was 12 years old. I've been in the business in one capacity or another for over 40 years. I've talked about all of this. So I'm a product of the product. So my viewpoint is, if you relate to this type of thing, between the clinicians and all of the information that you're availed to do your own research on independently in here, and get past my scratchy voice and whatever, hopefully you can glean some information about some products that you might not be familiar with that can dramatically change your health. And for the CTFO folks that are invited in, I'll talk to you guys directly more in a separate video. But these are all things you can put in your bag as well for the health of your family, your pets, number one. But it would accentuate your tool bag. And those of you that are on the fence on the CTFO thing, I'm going to be talking to you folks individually, because I need to move forward on that very soon. For those of you that do want to take the time to look at the video for the CTFO, all linked up and in my shows and in my blogs, you need to do that research as you're afforded the time to do so. But I think we've made it pretty accessible for you and so forth. If you can take 10 minutes out of a busy day, whenever that may be, view the video. You be the judge as far as the business opportunity. But if you're interested in the CBD products and the non-CBD products, which are featured there, you have the opportunity to buy them at 25% discount again, your option, just by being an associate. And if you never use the free website and all the tools that are offered to you, if you decide to come on board with the business opportunity. And or you can buy the CBD product on the individual bottle that I've talked about before here at retail. Some people prefer to do that. They just want to put it in the bag and go. You can do that. But keep in mind, on the individual bottles that are featured at retail on my website, I'll be doing combinations in kits real soon with the tourmaline water, the earthen clays, and what have you, under that premise, the individual bottles and sprays of the CBD products. Basically, I replicate their entire inventory, as well as being an associate for them. Okay. And I put the product in several of my products, which I just started to do. Ada's Aromatherapy being the first one. Check out adasanimalproducts.com when you consider the pet product side of this. So I don't want to get too sidetracked, which I already have, but it's really important to try to create an audio, video, journal, whatever your true interest level may be in these products, so you can self-edify on them. And nobody should do anything because anybody specifically and individually tells them or suggests that they do so, including from myself. I speak from experience with the products and what they've done for myself, my family, and my pets. That's the premise I go on. And I certainly have testimonials from an account base that goes back over 25 years. If you choose to do your homework, there's links that'll value that information as well. So if you do nothing else, if you have an education about these products and you buy them from Company B, I'm still happy because that's my passion. That's what I'm trying to instill. Do I want you to buy them through my granddaughter's website? Well, of course. Of course. It's a business as we promote to support the charity that we choose, Animal Rescue. And I've talked at length of how many other ones I support in kind and have over the years, to include Animal Refuge League. But you just can't monetarily support them all. You just can't. So we chose the Animal Refuge League, and I've talked at length about that. And in all candor, that's because they're kind enough to reciprocate to work with me as a very small proprietor. They've been pretty accommodating to myself in time allocation, and we've worked hard for them, and I feel as though vice versa. So some of the other anonymous ones that I still support in kind, in quite honesty, haven't given me the time of day because of the size of my company and stature and all of that kind of stuff. And that's really what I'm trying to eliminate and live with, to hone into the audience that this makes sense to, that in all honesty doesn't waste their time or mine. So that's not negative, it's not anything. It's a business philosophy that a sole proprietor must stay vigilant in. Thank you. So the turmeric is on my individual list because I've used the product. And it's a top recommended product in the opinion of the scientist that did the documented research at his ISO lab, which for probably the 7th time that I've said it in this video, go to cwclab.com and do your own individual research. I'm just trying to guide people to give them options to what is out there on a day-to-day basis. These are options. They're really good options, and you should take a serious consideration at looking at them, but that's your prerogative. So thank you for that. And I want to just, for the very last time, visit the flavor of my website, my blog talk show, and my blog. I choose by my right to not make it a platform of all of the stuff that goes on in the world arena and elsewhere. It's a holistic apothecary e-commerce website. Thank you. And that will be the last time that I'll say that, because it should start to resonate. And I think I've pretty much documented via my own videos and the said reports that you guys might hear from the audio on my radio shows. So, through all of that, if you take the time to do all of this investigative work, because you are trying to make an educated decision to possibly change what you do in life, well, the information's there for you to solidify your curiosity. Thank you. All right, turmeric. It's on my list. It's on Michael's list. I can vouch for it. He certainly can. Read his customer testimonials, and that should suffice in your assessment if it's for you, your family, your pets, and your children, as it is a viable option to attain health. And it works synergistically with the water, the clay, these refillable water fountains that you've heard me talk about and that are becoming more prominent in the schools, which is great, teaching the principle of hydration, and all that I've talked about of how water will satiate you in and of itself, especially a good, clean, healthy water, which eliminates in the overall perspective as the months, weeks, years go by in your shopping agenda for food and what have you, will, if you choose to exercise that option, cut your food bills. And it'll also cut your health bills. So simply all I'm doing, if you have any interest, give it the 30 to 60 day challenge. It's fully guaranteed, and you can return it for full credit. But you have to open the cap, kick the tires, and give it an earnest effort. That's a fair request by any business proprietor. And if you check my record by going back to the Wayback Machine, I help you guys do your own homework. Go back to all those time frame years and read the back issues of all the blogs, videos, and what have you. Check out my documentation of being AAA rated by the Better Business Bureau. Keep in mind, I've told you that I don't have the moniker on my website that says that, because that's a business expense. But it doesn't mean that I don't have the accreditation. Okay? So thank you for all of that. But I really want to start to hone the audience that it makes sense for both of us to continue to do this. So moving forward, I'll stop all of this rambling and redundancy. But I feel as though I have to revisit it again to tell you guys how I'm moving forward. And it's like any choice on the World Wide Web. You can come in and visit me, and I appreciate it. Or you can move along, and I respect that. So I disrespect no one. I do ask for a tiny bit of respect as a sole proprietor. This is what I offer. This is how I offer it. And I think it's pretty transparent at this point. If it's for you, it's awesome. If it isn't, go to the next shoe store and buy the next pair of sneakers. That's my assessment. So let's finish up on turmeric, and then the next time that I continue with these product videos, we'll stay centrally focused on the product. Thank you. So turmeric should come to no surprise if you read the history of it as the most well-researched spices in the world. Again, independent studies, do your research, universities, scientists, what have you. Not just because I'm saying it. Thank you. Turmeric's been rooted into the history of natural medicine and healing, and for good reason. Read about turmeric. It's routinely used as a key spice in many South Asian and Middle Eastern nations, and it's even heavily embedded in Ayurvedic medicine. the traditional system of medicine that originated like thousands of years ago, healing. Many traditional systems of medicine have recognized the ginger family relative known as turmeric as a spice powerhouse of sorts. Turmeric can aid your body in a number of ways, such as in how it supports the immune system. It helps improve digestion. It improves healthy blood and liver functions. It helps cleanse the skin and provide nourishment. Again, quick sidebar, all my products are synergistic. If you interject the kelp in this entourage of products by your choice to do so, you're also introducing trace minerals. So now you've got the full medicine cabinet of key vitamins that everybody needs every day, regardless of the source that they attain them from. Do the research. Thank you. It's easy to see why turmeric may be a valuable addition to your current healthy lifestyle, or possibly your non-current healthy lifestyle. As you guys are a ubiquitous audience, I don't know where you're coming from and what your personal life is involved. So I'm assuming that hopefully I'm starting to play to more already healthy individuals, but we certainly don't want to reject those of you that are unhealthy and may be seeking alternatives. That's what these are. But they're alternatives that you have to convince yourself. This isn't a 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, sometimes it is, but it's not the same as 2 o'clock in the morning on TV when some dope's telling you buy this and oh my God, it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's not that premise. This is documented stuff. It's just if you choose to believe it and jump on the train. And the train stops at all the stations and all those crazy analogies. Jump off anywhere along the way and or jump on board. But you might want to ride the train to the final destination. Possibly. Might be worth it. All right. If you decide to partake in these products, why wouldn't you want to go to a certified ISO lab verified, documented, clean food processed testing for glyphosate, heavy metals, verified? I mean, again, we are all creatures of habit and march to different drummers or whatever, but why wouldn't you want that option? So again, if you take the initiative to try these products, they're all fully guaranteed. But for a number of reasons, metabolism, heritage, your present condition, what you might be taking for medications, how you eat, you have to keep all those things in mind. So you can't just open the cap, shake a bottle, put some lotion on, whatever, regardless of where the source or the product comes from, and you're going to be all better tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Nothing works that way. And until you get the body in tune, the body can heal itself better than any potion, to include these ones. But you have to help putting the proper ones in. So if you take the 30 to 60 days to try the product, do this for us, do it for yourself. More importantly, compare it. Compare it to what you buy off the grocery shelf. Do your own assessments. Do your own testing. Convince yourself. You don't have to listen to me. Convince yourself. Or unconvince yourself. And if you're of the same opinion at that point in time, return it, full credit, and continue to go back to your store and buy what you just bought over the 30 to 60 days in the comparison. Let's just say it was tomatoes, to pick an arbitrary item. You get my point. So if your store-bought tomatoes compare to what you have the potential to grow through the grow box from Mike Adams with all the videos and what I talked about Ada and the grow box and at her website and how I taught the kids. And for those of you that follow the show and come through these videos, you know all of this. For those of that don't, again, where you're accessing these videos and or my blog talk show, one might precede the other and or be after the other. You have to keep all that in mind too. I'm not sitting here customizing from, Mr. X is going to come in from China at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I have to dedicate it to him specifically. It doesn't work that way. It's like anything that's on the web. You access it as you can, when you can, where you can, if you want to, the relevant parts, the non-relevant parts. But I always suggest if you've taken the time to click on anything on the web, as long as it's not a scam, shouldn't you just listen to it and then make the decision? Give yourself the opportunity to maybe, possibly be informed on something that you never had an inkling of knowing about, and glean the good from the bad, because there's good and bad on every website in the country, including my own. Thank you. So while many enthusiasts and health professionals around the globe have known about the highly appealing characteristics of the granddaddy of spices, so designated not by me, do your homework, covering the bountiful amount of turmeric benefits. Some of the essential vitamins and nutrients naturally found in turmeric include vitamin C, vitamin B1, B2, B3, calcium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, other phytonutrients. If you've been following recent health trends, you're probably fully aware of how important antioxidants are for your health. The antioxidants in turmeric, such as vitamin C and others, it actually comes from active compounds with the spice called curcuminoids. What you may not be aware of is just how powerful the antioxidants delivered by these curcumonoids may be. Amazingly, curcumonoids may deliver antioxidants which are a whopping 5 to 8 times stronger than vitamin E and vitamin C. Again, words from a scientist that I'm reiterating. Not my words in and of themselves. I'm the messenger. But I'm also a client consumer of this product, and I would concur with what's being said as the consumer of this product as well. Thank you. So, also, I want you guys to start getting used to listening to the connotation of words, please. Like the next one. When I say a word of caution, okay? I'm about to tell you something. I'm about to use the word caution. But please know that the word has more than one definition. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. When I say a word of caution, don't risk your health on low quality or synthetically processed forms of turmeric. Knowing where Mike Adams' natural source of these products comes from, to include this turmeric, which he talks about in his own videos from his own lab, and how they're created, it's extremely important to not only him, but me, as I'm a reseller of his products as well. So I'm sure you'll agree that none of us wish to put something into our bodies unless we're confident it's created without contaminants or fillers. So again, to insult nobody, but it's a ubiquitous audience, I have no way of knowing your degree of familiarity. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind the connotation of the word caution that I just used. Please. It's not a caution like, caution, this contains R6 127 red.
like is on conventional products that are on the shelf, and some word that you can't even pronounce. And by the way, you know what our 126 red is? It's dye, it's ink. So you can rest assured that the Health Rangers Organic Turmeric Gold is the cleanest, highest quality turmeric extract on the market. Do your own comparison. Buy a bottle of your favorite one from somebody else. Buy a bottle of this one. Do your own comparison. The proof's in the pudding. This is why I always say I profess these products by being a product of the product. Thank you. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. And thanks for being patient because it's so hard with a ubiquitous audience. And as I alluded to earlier, having no way of knowing when you come into the blogs, when you come into the blog shows, when you come into these videos. You may see the video because that's where you went first, as opposed to the show or blog or vice versa. Usually the videos either precede the specific blog talk show topic that I'm talking about, and or the video is right after the said show about the topic that I did talk about in the said show. And thank you for that. Thanks. All right, so the one bottle version of the turmeric, Health Rangers Organic Turmeric, gold liquid extract, 2 fluid ounces. The retail price is $29.95. Your sale price, if you choose to go through Ada's animalproducts.com affiliate page website to do so, would be $24.95. That's a savings of $5 and or a 16.69% savings. If you choose to purchase the 3-pack of the Health Rangers Organic Turmeric Gold Liquid Extract 2 fluid ounce. Again, 3-pack. The retail price is $89.85. And again, I'm sorry for being redundant, but I just want to make sure it doesn't get lost in the translation. Thank you. If you order it through adasanimalproducts.com affiliate page, when you get there to do so, then your price on sale would be $67.36. That would be a $22.49 savings and or a 25.03% savings. One more, thank you. On the 6-pack version of the Health Ranger Organic Turmeric Gold Liquid Extract 2 fluid ounce 6-pack, unique to that purchase, will sweeten the pot with free shipping. It has to be the 6-pack option for the free shipping. Your choice. That retail price is $179.70. If you choose the option to go to adasanimalproducts.com affiliate page to do so, your price would be $119.70. Your savings under that premise by doing all of those requests, please, would be $60. That's a $60 savings and or 33.39%, almost 34% off. 35 more seconds. Bear with me if you're still with me to this point. If you were to then combine those purchases by going to Ada's website and the affiliate page, by getting back in touch with Grandpa Bill at adasanimalproducts.com's contact us page, convey the invoice number of your order that you placed with the Health Ranger store, the product, and, that'll be self-explanatory. That documents to me as the proprietor, which is only fair for both parties, that you did indeed go through my website, Ada's website, to do so. Then you qualify for my BH Sales 50 25 virtual vouchers, which I've explained before. The 50%, the 50 part of the equation is 50% discount solely on my rockweed kelp powder. None of the other kelp powders that I offer. It's solely on the rockweed. But the 25 number is a 25% discount that you can use on any product that I feature at my website, to include those of you that might be interested in the CBD line product. Now, please bear with me a little bit more and we'll wrap this up. I have CBD on my kennelkelp.com website. If you choose to buy it there, by the individual bottle or bottles, if it comes in a 2-3 pack when you get there, sprays, what have you. I basically offer all of the CTFO CBD oil inventory there as an associate for them, thus the invitees that are coming into this video. You have the option of buying the product at the dedicated CBD website, which is different than my Kennel Kelp. If you go to my Kennel Kelp website and put it in the shopping cart and check out, you will pay retail price. That's your choice, but I'm telling you that up front. But that is an option. Some people like to do that. Put it in the bag and get going. And that's fine. So it's there for that purpose because we want to get the product in your hands. However, also to your option, if you visit the video that I've asked you guys that are on the fence about the CTFO, if you choose to come on the business opportunity, great. If you choose not to come on the business opportunity, just by going to the video and signing up of your own volition, you get 25% off of the product that you had interest on to pay retail at my website. So you have both of those options to whatever your comfort zone is. We're here to help the client. One more. I'm also going to continue to infuse the CBD oil into probably most of the animal products, but some of the human products that I feature over at my Kennel Kelp website. This is all based on demand again, of course, as a sole proprietor. I'm not going to load up a bunch of inventory other than my water that I talked about, which will be here later this morning as I do this video. But that's a different premise, and I've got some things in the works on that. That's a different premise because it's also a survival kit for myself. I take the water. And I've told you guys that for 50 years, and for the last time, for those of you that have already commented, not every single day for 50 years, never said that I took it every single day. All right, so just keep in mind that if you choose to do these customer rewards and incentives that Ada and I feature through the programs that I've initiated, the virtual voucher you can use at any time. I'd like to see you use it within 5 years or something, but it's not a limited time thing. You don't have to do it today, tomorrow, next week, or by, June 30th or whatever. It's to your discretion when you're ready to exercise the option of a virtual voucher. You don't get any hard copy in the mail, or it's not a printable coupon or whatever. That program's all outlined as well. Go to the Wayback Machine on the World Wide Web if you can't find it on my present websites. And between my 3 websites, the Blog Talk Show and the blogs, you should be able to find any of this information. And if you still have specific questions over and above, that's awesome. I'm getting more and more questions at my website, and those are good. And at one of my kennel kelp websites are the frequently asked questions pertinent to the kelp. So in a lot of instances, you can self-edify to your discretion before you contact me. And then, contact me under what premise that you need to contact me. If that's just easier for you, that's fine. But lots of times, if you take the time to read one of my kennel kelp, this is why I did this. One of my kennel kelp websites is pretty detailed on the product information side of life, which also has all my customer testimonials, which are pretty multitudinous over like a 20-year career. So my premise for creating Ada's website is to keep it short, hopefully, to the point, giving you some kind of explanation of what the products are, but with the linkage there at the website for Ada, going back to the informative websites of the kennel kelp, you can read about the product in depth. You can just breeze through and do it quickly. It's a ubiquitous audience. And when I studied these marketing assessments and what have you, the robots are the robots. They come in and go like 30 seconds, obviously. But so do some of you people. And how can you retain information about any subject matter on any website you go to in 30 seconds? I'll challenge anybody to do that. If you're looking at orange cucumbers from the Philippines to buying a Mack truck in California, how can you retain any information in 30 seconds? That's up to you, too. But a lot of these guys do that, too. But other people really dissect it. You can tell by the assessment time and the period that they're spending. Some people like to do research on products. I'm trying to give you a website that's dedicated to that. My other kennel kelp website is now dedicated exclusively to the human products, which I've told you about before. And then for the last time, Ada's animalproducts.com, Ada's animalproducts.com is geared to animal products. Our affiliation and relationship with supporting Animal Refuge League, our charity of choice, and trying to put a semblance of contributions to a young, now sixth graders, hopefully accumulating college fund moving forward, however large or small, moving forward over 6 years. It's a principle, it's a mindset, just like savings is on healthy eating. If we're afforded the opportunity, no pun intended on the word afforded, to do either and or both, these are viable options for high efficacy. And if you utilize the programs, very competitively priced, fully guaranteed, and it's documented that I've never had a product returned in over 18 years of doing this. I even talked about the one time that I got a crazy thing that because one of my logos has a dog bowl with dog biscuits in it that clearly says kennelkelp.com. Long story short, that individual ordered 10 pounds of kelp, okay? Well, I do customer follow-ups. I did a follow-up with that this was years ago. You'd have to go to the Wayback Machine and check out my blogs pertinent to that. I document it. Long story short, this is why I have a AAA rating with Better Business Bureau, by the way. 6 months later, when I did a courtesy call to the client, okay, 6 months later, her retort to me was, well, I was disappointed because the product wasn't what I thought it was going to be. 6 months later, no notification from her about being disgruntled or whatever. So I chuckled, fully respectable, and I simply said to her, asking her the question of, well, geez, why didn't you bring it to my attention quicker? And, there was the long pause or whatever. You know where I'm going with this. you're going to get customers regardless of what commodity you offer. Good ones, bad ones, ethical ones, unethical ones. Long story short, I chuckled to her, and my only retort is send it back. And then I said, you know what? Here's what I'll do for you. Don't send it back. Keep it. I'm going to give you full credit. But I got to tell you that we both know the real story behind that without insulting anybody. And we both know what that scenario really is. But I'm going to give you full credit. And obviously, we'll never do business again moving forward. So I guess that was my only return. That's a true story. I've never had a product return. Why is that? Not because I sit and tout about them or whatever. It's because they damn well work. And they have an ironclad guarantee. So you have everything to gain, nothing to lose. But it's up to you to convince yourself. So I'm moving forward. I'm going to stay on course with the videos, with all the rambling. But it's important that I bring everybody back to central focus moving forward as to what I do, how I do it, and just please document what I say by going back and listening to the shows, reading the blogs, doing your own independent research, checking out the clinicians, intuitives, the websites, the manufacturers, the transparency, all the references I've given you to them directly, and you just have to make a decision for yourself. Then that audience that comes back, we're often clicking, and I think it'll be a mutually rewarding experience for all concerned. So have a great day, and always remember that pH cells promotes good health in all animals and humans. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody.